this class. So welcome again to this encounter. We are calling from Daniela, Gladys, and Nasli, but right now, just you are here right now. So we are going to wait for one moment. If they don't answer, so we are going to continue. Okay. Okay. Nasli is not disponible. Is not available. Daniela neither. Okay, Nasli is with us. Nasli, welcome.
Thank you, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. But it's a kind of tricky, no? Because at the 6 you can say evening, no? But before the 6 you say afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's great, that's great. Welcome, Gladys. Welcome, Gladys. How are you doing?
Fine, and you?
Pretty well, pretty well. Thanks for asking. So, well, everybody, in this moment, we are going to start the class. So, if you can, please open your camera, because for the day of today, we are going to do a little activity to integrate, and this activity is mixed with Spanish and English. So, please, everybody, you have 1 minute to take a piece of paper and a pen, okay? A pen. We need a pen and a piece of paper for the next activity. And please remember the use of your microphones, okay? Okay, very good. So we are waiting for Gladys. So please wait for her. Okay, we are all here. So I have a question for you. Do you know what means each finger of your hand? Do you know what means? Each finger of your hand? No?
No,
But
teacher.
no? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you in Spanish or in English. This is a little reflection, and I want that just reflection about that. So, first in Spanish, okay? La gente dice que últimamente, o sea, cuando usamos la mano, resulta que con la mano podemos hacer muchas cosas, ¿no? Hay unas reflexiones muy bonitas acerca de la mano y una de ellas me impactó a mí y la vengo a compartir con ustedes. Entonces nos dice el significado de cada dedo de la mano, ¿sí? Entonces, el primer dedo, que es the thumb finger, o sea, el dedo pulgar, ¿sí? The thumb finger, siempre significa el yo, ¿cierto? Por esa razón, cuando vamos a señalarnos, como que hacemos así, ¿verdad? Entonces, soy yo, ¿sí? El index finger, que es el dedo índice, lo usamos para señalar, ¿cierto? Entonces, con este es el que decimos las cosas a los demás, ¿no? Infortunadamente, digamos que no lo hacemos de una buena manera. El dedo del medio, lo que pasa es que no lo muestro porque de pronto se sienten mal, pero el dedo del medio dicen que significa nuestros sentimientos, ¿sí? Nuestro dedo anular es el dedo de los compromisos, por esa razón ahí va la argolla de matrimonio, y nuestro dedo, perdónenme que se me olvidó el nombre de este dedito chiquito, el dedo
Meñique.
meñique, gracias, gracias. El dedo meñique es el de las promesas. Por esa razón, cuando éramos niños hacíamos así, ¿no? La promesa, ¿cierto? Entonces, la gente dice que infortunadamente, pues nosotros, sin querer, nos hemos puesto como una bolsa. Entonces, es como un pequeño guante donde la sociedad, pues cada día está de esta manera. Cuando vamos a hablar del yo, infortunadamente solamente me interesa las cosas que me gustan a mí y solo para mí. Cuando yo hablo de los demás, no tengo en cuenta la opinión de los demás o lo hago solamente para criticar o juzgar a los demás. Cuando me pongo este guante en mis sentimientos, resulta que yo no expreso bien mis sentimientos y pues si nos damos cuenta hoy en día la palabra como amor, ¿cierto? Te amo, te quiero, pues se ha ido devaluando cada vez más, porque estos sentimientos tienen eso, como una bolsita o algo que no deja realmente entrar en eso. Entre otras cosas porque hay personas que como no están bien, te juegan con esos sentimientos, ¿sí? Lo curioso es que miren que este dedo se llama corazón, y pues es una palabra bonita, ¿no? Pero cuando nos muestran este dedo lo asimilamos siempre con algo malo, ¿verdad? Después, el siguiente dedo, que es el dedo anular, es bueno, el de los compromisos. Nos damos cuenta que hoy en día ya los compromisos no son iguales. Vemos que la sociedad se derrumba poco a poco, los hogares son inestables. Vemos que no hay compromiso ni siquiera a veces con nuestros proyectos, nuestros planes, nuestras cosas, porque además se vuelven difíciles. No es que no tengamos la convicción, sino que son muy complicadas porque mucha gente tiene este guante. Y por último, pues las promesas. Si se dan cuenta anteriormente, por lo menos en la zona donde yo estoy, la gente dice, es que antes la palabra sí valía. Hoy en día ya no, ya decir la palabra como que no cuenta, ¿verdad? Pero esas son las promesas. Entonces, ¿cuál es mi invitación y cuál es mi reflexión? Uno, primero, a que nos quitemos este guante. ¿Por qué? Porque como ahora voy a hablar de mí, yo quiero que hablemos bien de nosotros mismos, ¿cierto? Que sepamos quiénes somos. Porque si vamos a hablar de los demás, vamos a ver también cosas buenas de los demás. ¿Y qué va a suceder con los demás? Porque los sentimientos deben ser claros, deben ser transparentes y deben ser coherentes. Además, porque nuestros compromisos vamos a intentar cumplirlos, ¿sí? Y porque las promesas que hemos hecho, pues, se hagan realidad. Digamos que esa fue la reflexión in Spanish, okay? So I'm not going to talk in English all that before because it's not necessary. So, well, I just want you have on mind the 5 fingers, okay? This is the thumb finger. This is the index finger. This is the middle finger. This is the ring finger, and the last one is the pinky or the little finger, okay? Something curious is when the teenagers, a teenager is a person, a people between 8 years and 15 years old, okay? The teenagers always between friends say, okay, let's have a pinky promise, okay? So when they want to swear something, they did a pinky promise. This is a pinky promise. So well, right now for the activity, you are going to take your piece of paper and your pen, okay? So in the piece of paper, you're going to put on your hand, and please make a croquis on your hand with your pen, okay? Please make a croquis. Okay, very good, Nick. Nick finished. Okay, very good, Nasli. That's a beautiful hand. Very good, very good. It's a good shape of your hand.
Teacher, I have a problem with my pen because it doesn't work.
Okay. Okay, try with a color if you can, or maybe with a pencil. Okay, well, right now, so we are going to have an interesting activity because I make you a little reflection. So with that reflection, we are going to talk about us, okay? So well, do you remember how we could call to this finger, this finger? Do you know how is this finger is called? Do you remember? Okay, this is the thumb finger. Remember, thumb finger. So, do you remember what means the thumb finger, the thumb finger? ¿Recuerdan qué significa el dedo pulgar? Please practice in class. Remember, you have the microphone off.
Me?
Me, very good. So in this moment, in your hand, in your shape on your hand, you are going to write something about you. But please, it's not just like your name. No, no, no. You are going to write something about very, very special for you. Something is characteristic of you. For example, in my case, I think I am a very kind person. Just is a little characteristic for me. You can write 2, 3, 4, whatever you want, okay? Characteristics of you in the thumb finger, okay? In the thumb finger. You can create a sentence. You can create a little conversation with your hand, because at the end, you are going to share with us all about your hand, all about you, about your feelings, about all, okay? So try to write well, or the best possible. Try to do your best.
Teacher, sorry, can you repeat, please, the tags? Because I
Okay,
am not sure.
okay, don't worry. In your hand, the first finger is the thumb finger, okay? This is the thumb
Okay.
finger. So
Okay.
you have to write something about you, because this is the finger about me, okay? So but
Okay.
you are going to write something very special. One characteristic for you. For example, in my case, I think I am very kind, okay?
Okay, okay, okay.
This is a characteristic. You can write 2, 3, whatever you want, okay?
Okay,
It doesn't
teacher.
matter if it is short or it's a long test, whatever you want.
Okay,
Because
that's great.
at the end, you are going to share your contributions with each one of us.
Okay, teacher.
Very good. Okay, guys. So, well, we are going to the next finger because we are very short of time. Okay, so try to write something really special about you. Okay, well, with the next is the index finger. In this finger, please write what is your opinion about the people, about the society. For example, in my case, I have two opinions. I love the people is really good for the planet. For example, I love the people is polite, that is kindly, but I don't know, I feel really, really annoying, or maybe I feel angry with the people that don't care the planet. For example, the people that throw out garbage. Oh, I hate
Teacher,
that people.
teacher,
Tell
we
me.
have to write something that, for example, I hate from others.
If it's your opinion, yes. For example, but you have to be very honest with you and with your partners. What is your opinion about the society? Yeah, because we are talking
Okay.
about
Society.
the index, okay?
Okay,
The
the
index
society in the society in general. Yes.
in general, yeah. For example,
In
in my case, I have two opinions, one good opinion and one bad opinion. For example, I
Okay.
love the people cares the planet, but I hate the people that throw out garbage. This is a garbage, for example.
Okay. Okay.
You can write whatever you want. For example, another example for me is that I sometimes think that the people is very crazy. This world is is understandable. Okay, guys, 1 minute more, okay? Because we need to continue with another activity. So 1 minute to finish the index finger, okay? And remember, if you have some questions, please let me know. I am here to help you if it's possible. Okay, guys, we have to finish that finger. So, well, we are going to continue with the next. The next is the middle finger. Do you remember what means the middle finger? About what? What refers this finger, the middle finger? Do you remember? The middle finger, what means?
Love.
Something about love, yes, that could be. Remember, our feelings, love, hate, whatever you want. So, well, in this case, in this finger, you are going to write how do you feel in general right now, all about your life. For example, in my case, I feel happy. No, excuse me, I feel fine, but I'm not happy, and I am not great because I feel fine because all my family is healthy. I have a good job, but I am not happy in my job right now. I have a lot of issues with my director and with my co-workers. So for that reason, I say I am fine, but I am not great. I am not happy. So that's my feeling. Yeah. So please now you write about your feelings in this middle finger, okay? How do you feel right now? 1 minute, guys, and we continue, okay? 1 minute more for this finger. Okay, guys, the time is over. So we continue with the next finger. Remember, this finger is the ring finger. The ring finger. It's about our engagement. Yeah. So tell me, what is your engagement and with who? Okay. So for example, in my case, I have two engagements. The first one is with God. Yeah, because I think He makes me a better person, and so I think I have an engagement with Him. And obviously, my another engagement is with my wife, because I have a wife. So I want to be a better husband for her. Yeah, so that's an engagement for me. Remember, we have an engagement with the work, with the family, maybe with a friend, whatever you want. So please write some engagement about you. And if you have questions, please let me know. You have 1 minute, 1 minute, guys, to finish the ring finger. Okay, everybody. So, well, we are going to continue with the last one finger. Okay, remember, this is the pinky or the little finger. So here you are going to write what is your um how do you say when you get a compromise with another person? Well, in Spanish, like via juramento, yeah. What was your most important? I don't know if it's highlight. Okay, I'm going to tell you in Spanish. Okay, what is your most important juramento, and with who? Okay, for example, in my case, I swear. Swear, swear. I swear to my grandpa before he died. I swear when I was a child that I'm going to study a lot of, and I'm going to, or I was to occupy the first place in my school, and I did it. But it was a swear that I did with him. So please wrote what is your swear, your highest swear, and with who? Okay, everybody. So I hope you finish because we are going to start to share with you, with all partners about us. Okay. So well, in this the following order, we are going to participate. Okay. So the first one is going to be Gladys. After is going to be Nick, and the last one is Nasli. Okay. So we're going to share all about our writing right now. Okay. So please, Gladys, share with us about you. What is the idea? I'm going to give you an example because I want everybody have the same sequence. Okay. So you have you have to start saying, well, in the thumb finger, well, I think I am a very kind person, and besides, I have an opinion about all the society, and I think I have two opinions, one good and one bad. And so I love the people is care or have caring for the environmental. Yeah, but I hate the people is not do that. So in my feelings, I feel fine, but I'm not excellent how I want because and of that way, ¿ok? O sea, la idea es que lo hagan de esa manera, ¿sí? O sea, que sea un script, que sea una a conversation, ¿ok? We have to try to do a little conversation here. So, well, in that order, Gladys after Nick, and the last one, Nasli, ¿ok? So let's start, please. Gladys, you have your microphone off.
Okay. I am very funny. Also, I am kind with others. Yes.
Just very good. Just keep going.
Okay. Okay, I disagree with. I am not sure, but how do you say homophobia? O personas homofóbicas.
Oh, I don't know. Homophobic.
No?
Homophobic person.
Homophobic people?
Homophobic people.
Yes, homophobic people. Okay. Okay. Now I feel comfortable in my work, but I need to have my diploma right now. My engagement is with my family. I want to give them the best. It's correct. It's correct. Okay. Years ago, I swore to my mother to be the best student and a good girl.
Okay, that's good. Very good, very good. You tell me, I want to be the best, really? And you asked to me something, but if you prefer, you can use I want to do my bestie. Yeah, my bestie is cuando tú dices, por ejemplo, I want to do my best, solamente le vas a decir, o sea, como que quiero hacer lo mejor, significa que quieres dar lo mejor. ¿Sí me explico? No es solamente hacer lo mejor, sino dar lo mejor. Si terminas así, I want to do my best.
Okay.
Just for you. Okay, very good, Gladys. The next one is Nick. So please, Nick, share with us your contribution.
Teacher, turn.
Very good.
Me, I believe loyal and honest. In this finger, there is little humanity in people. And my little finger, we are not satisfied for that is we are not happy. And in this finger, I have a commitment to go to God, pardon. In pinky, and I swear that I will finish studying and finish.
And finish. Okay. If you say or you can say finish, or you can say that's it. Okay, that's it. When you say that's it, that means eso es todo. Okay, that's it. The finish. Okay, very good. Something for you. You tell me commitment. Yeah, commitment is good. In fact, is the good word. But in this case, we are talking about the engage or the engagement. So you could change that word commitment for engage or engagement, okay? So it's something for you, but very good, Nick, very good.
Yo tenía, no sé, tenía muchas dudas cuando escribí la mind finger, index finger. Porque pues yo escribí there is little humanity in people.
Yes, yeah, I hear something like that. But what do you refer with that? ¿A qué te referías con eso?
Hay poca humanidad en las personas.
Ah, okay. In this case, when you use little is when you have to, bueno, lo voy a decir en español, ¿no? Little es como un diminutivo. Si, por ejemplo, yo quiero decir arbolito, little tree, ¿cierto? Little tree. Ahora, lo puedes usar como algo también pequeño, ¿no? Pero para eso digamos que el adjetivo es small, ¿sí? Pero cuando tú vas a usar, digamos que quieres decir como que hay menos o que hay muy poco, la forma correcta es few. Few se escribe F-I-W, o sea, F-E-W, ¿cierto? Few, eso significa que hay poco, que es poquito. Entonces, en este caso, puedes ponerlo así, o sea, it's a few, porque la diferencia, como te digo, lo uno es como diminutivo, y en este caso few es como que se resta, como que le quita, como que de verdad hay muy poquito. Y vas a ver en algunos casos que vas a encontrar few y vas a encontrar minus, ¿sí? ¿Y cuál es la diferencia de usar few y minus? Que few es para cosas que son incontables, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, lo que me acabas de decir, o sea, un valor no es contable, es imposible contar eso, ¿cierto? Entonces, por esa razón usas few. Pero cuando tú te refieres a algo contable, pues usas minus, ¿ok? Entonces, eso es como lo que tú querías decir. Entonces, en vez de little, puedes poner few. ¿Listo? And do
Y
you
la
have some
segunda,
another question?
y la segunda es, we are not satisfied. For that, we are not happy.
Okay, in this case, it's better if you say, we are not satisfied. For that reason, we are not happy. Entonces, como que tú le das una continuidad, ¿cierto? Porque estás diciendo como que nosotros estamos satisfechos y por eso por eso no somos felices, ¿verdad? O sea, por eso no hay felicidad. Entonces, como tú quieres usar happy, o sea, happy que es feliz, por eso te digo. Entonces, por esa razón, nosotros no somos felices. Entonces, puedes usar for that reason, we are not happy. Sí, pero si quieres decir por esa razón no hay felicidad, entonces, for that, there are not, se me olvida cómo se dice felicidad en este momento. Happy? No, happy. Excuse me. I forget. Happiness. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Happiness. So you can use that. Okay, very good, Nick. So the next is Nasli, please. Nasli, share with us your contribution, please.
Okay, I am friendly, I am happy, and I am a honest person. I think people are good, but I think people are good, but they can be better. For example, help people and animals, pick up the garbage, take care of the oldest person in the families. I feel angry when people are not honest with me. Right now, I'm married with God, with my husband, and with my study. My struggle is with my parents. I have to help them with money at home and take care of them.
Okay, very good. Your explanation was great. In fact, it's a beautiful reflection, no, about you and your family, and all about you, God, and your with your husband. Oh, everything is very good. But something for you. You tell me about the people or about the humanity. You tell me they can be better, yeah. But in this case, like you are having to express your feelings or something that is not possible, or maybe you don't know, yeah. The correct word here is not can, if not could. They could be better. They could be, because it's a suggest, ¿ya? Es como una sugerencia. Por eso, y como es algo que no sabes si la gente lo va a hacer o no se puede hacer, entonces es mejor usar un verbo modal, se le dice a eso, modal verbs. Entonces, en este caso, in this case, it's better of could. But that's great. Very good class. This is a good activity because here we could practice our English skills like listening, writing, speaking, and I think these activities are very important for us because the knowledge is very big. It's not just a content, yeah. For example, a content like the simple present, a simple past. That's just a content. But when you express your feelings, when you try to practice your English, it's better off. At least for me. For that reason, I want to give you this little activity with our hands. And so, well, very good. We did great. We did great. So, well, to start the class, so please give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute, please. So, well, guys, excuse me. So, well, to start this class, so I'm going to share my screen with you. And this is a little review because you are watching this before, yeah? So, well, right now, in my screen, you are watching the grammar about the future when you want to express something in the future. In my case, when I'm talking, I use a lot of the I'm going to, yeah, or the be going to. In this case, we are going to talk about the will, okay? The will is an auxiliary that is before to the verb, and this verb automatically is in future. You can use will or shall, but shall is not so common because it's very formal, but they are the same. Will or shall is the same, but shall you just find out on books or with old person, old people, with elders, yeah? And the will is the more common in the English language. So, well, the structure to do a sentence in future, if you want to make an affirmative sentence, you have to put first the pronoun or the subject, plus the will, this is the auxiliary, plus the verb, plus the complement. One example is this here. I will travel to Canada. I will travel to Canada. It is a future, but you don't know what future. Maybe 6 months, 1 year, 10 years. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for that reason is will, because it's in a future, but it's not. It's in Spanish incierto. Yeah, it's incierto. So, well, when you want to make a sentence in negative form, you have to put first the pronoun or the subject, plus the will, plus the negation, that in this case is not, plus the verb, plus the complement. And here we have two examples. Yeah. For example, we could say she will not travel to Australia, but we could say with the contraction. In this case, the contraction between the will and the not is won't. For that reason, the second example is she won't travel to Austria. Yeah, she won't travel to Austria. It's the same. She will not travel to Austria and she won't travel to Austria is the same. Just in the second sentence, in the second example, it's just with the contraction. That's it. Okay. And when you want to make an interrogative, or when you want to ask a question, so you have to put first the will, that is the auxiliary, the will plus the pronoun or the subject, plus the verb, plus the complement, plus the signal or the interrogative signal, okay? So one example is this: will you travel to Europe? Will you travel to Europe? So now we are going to have a little activity, yeah? So this is a question. He lack the interrogative signal, yeah. But this is a question. What will you do in your holidays? So please, Nazli, ask me that question for me. Ask me that question.
What will you do in your holidays?
Okay, thank you, Nazli. In my holidays, I will travel. I will to visit my wife. I will travel to Paraguay because she's living there. Yeah, I will to celebrate Christmas, and I will to celebrate the New Year with her. And I think I will know the Itaipú Reserve. Yeah. So, well, I talk approximately for 30 seconds. I don't know. But in this case, we are going to talk about our holidays. Okay. So you asked me. Okay. Nazli Nazli asked a question for me. So I'm going to ask the question for Gladys, and Gladys is going to answer, and then she's going to ask the question for Nick, and Nick answer and ask the question for Nazli. Okay, it's understood? Okay, very good. So, well, Gladys, please tell me, what will you do in your holidays? Remember, you have to talk for 40 seconds. Try to talk. What will you do in your holidays?
maybe in my holidays I will travel with my family or my boyfriend. I will share time with them. Also, I will I will I will do I will do I don't know maybe a course. How do you say curso?
Course,
Course?
but in this case, I will study or I will make,
Okay.
because do is
I will
something like an action different. In this case is make, okay? I will make a course.
okay. I will make a course about cooking.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I will visit my grandmother and my grandfather and my aunts. That's all.
Okay, very good, very good. So, ask your question.
Okay. The same question
Yeah, it's the same question. Just you have to say the name of the person and the same question.
is to who?
Nick.
Nick. Okay. Nick, what will you do in your holidays? The microphone.
Nick, yeah, you have the microphone on.
Okay. Sorry. I will travel with my family and talk in Cartagena de Indias. And we will have fish for dinner. And
We will eat. Okay, we will.
wish a beach. I will beach. Hasta ahí, hasta ahí.
¿Qué querías decir en la última parte? I will beach. ¿O qué
Sí.
querías decir?
No, que iremos a la playa. Entonces sería.
I will visit the beach.
Disculpa.
I will visit the beach.
Visit the beach. I will visit the beach.
Very good. Very good.
Nasli. And
Yes.
what will you do in your holidays?
Okay, in my holidays, I will travel to Garagoa to visit my family. I will work with my husband. Also, I will sleep later. I will cook with my mom. Furthermore, I will clean my house, and I will visit. No, and I will walk around the town, the Tuta town, and this it.
Okay, very good. That's it. Very good, very good. So, well, guys, you did great in this moment. You have a very good feedback. And I want you share something with you that Nasli said before. She said, furthermore. Furthermore, it's a very good word in your vocabulary. So please, you have to try it to get always in your mind. Furthermore, besides, also. In fact, Gladys said also. Yeah. So try to always use that little word, because that in an exam give you a high score. Okay. So that's. Perdóneme, es que no sé cómo se dice en inglés, o sea, se me va ahorita la palabra, pero sé que son conectores. Connectors. Well, there are connectors. And are very, very, very good. Very good. So, well, you have a very good English. And I want you just give a little tip. Because I had that mistake And you are not make that mistake. O sea, no han hecho ustedes no han hecho eso, pero quiero contarles algo que me pasó a mí para que ustedes tomen nota y si lo pueden hacer, mucho mejor. De 2 palabritas. Vamos a hacerlo. ¿Cómo dirían ustedes actualmente?
Really?
¿Cómo dirían?
Really?
¿Really dirías tú?
Really? No. Really, really.
¿Really? O sea, actualmente. ¿Cómo dirían actualmente?
Yo diría really.
¿Really? Ok, ¿lo puedes escribir en el chat? Por ejemplo, ¿cómo lo diría Nasli? ¿Qué dirías, Nasli, actualmente?
Actually or right now?
Actually or right now. Y Gladys, ¿cómo dirías actualmente?
Ah, no, es que yo me confundí.
Ok, take it easy. Bueno, les cuento.
Podría ser
Actually, ok, les digo, o sea, actualmente, yo pensé que actualmente también se decía actually, ¿ya? But it's not. That's a really mistake. Actually doesn't exist. Actually doesn't exist. You can say currently. Currently. You can say right now. Right now. You can say presently. Presently. Or you can say nowadays. Please, if you take note and just try to learn those words, because I make that mistake. I said actually, and actually doesn't exist. So I give you those words for you. So please, that's a little tip. Very good, very good. Just one. The another word is for the another class, for the next class. Okay, very good. So well, continuando, keep going. We're going to the next activity. And right now, I'm going to share again my screen with you. So, please tell me for you what that means. ¿Qué creen que hay en la pantalla? O sea, vamos a ver, digamos que vamos a cambiar ya de tema porque estábamos viendo el futuro, ¿sí? Y en el futuro pues ustedes están bien, lo hicimos perfecto y fue algo como sencillo. Ahora están viendo una pequeña imagen y la idea es que ustedes me digan ¿qué piensan de esa imagen? O sea, esa imagen, ¿qué nos quiere decir? ¿Sí? O sea, este es el nuevo tema. This is the new topic for today. Bueno, es parte para que veamos el nuevo tema. ¿Qué es todo esto que ven en pantalla? What do you think is that?
Verbs in different times?
Verbs, very good, very good. Very good. That's verbs in different time, but this is a special because it's not just a verb. What kind of verb is that?
In present infinitive, in past simple, and in past participle?
Yes, that's good. That's true. But something else. O sea, hay algo más. There is something else. Because there are really special in these
Modal verbs.
Yeah, there are irregular verbs. Very good. There are irregular verbs. So, do you know what means the irregular verbs? O sea, conocen los verbos irregulares, ¿verdad? Okay, very good. There are regular verbs. Yes, very good. There are regular verbs and irregular verbs. The difference is just the regular verbs. If you want to make the verb in infinitive in past or in participle past, you just add ed. Yeah, for example, play. If you have in past, just played. But if you want that the verb play is in participle past, it's the same, played. Okay, so play, played, played. Just add the ed. It's the same with watch. It's the same with, for example, walk. Yeah, with talk. It's the same. Yeah, but the regular verbs, they change a lot of. Yeah, for example, in the screen you have some examples. Yeah, the verb be or to be, it's an infinitive. Yeah, in past simple is was or were. In past participle is been. yeah? When we are talking about the can in past simple is could, in past participle could be been able to or could to. O sea, lo pueden decir de las dos formas, puede ser been able to o could. Digamos que en participio pasado es más común decir could que been able to, ¿sí? En infinitive pasa lo mismo con el verbo do. Do en pasado es did, pero en participio pasado es done. Si ven que en sus tres tiempos cambia demasiado el verbo, esos son verbos irregulares. Pero digamos que nosotros ya hemos visto cuándo usar el infinitivo, digamos que lo usamos también en el presente simple, ¿sí? Hemos usado también el past simple, pero no hemos usado el past participle. Y para eso es esta clase. Entonces, en esta clase, we are going to talk when we have to use the past participle, and is in the present perfect. So the present perfect has a characteristic. It has hasn't an specific time. Don't have that. Just is an in a specific time, because could be in the past, also in the present, or in the future, or maybe mix all. For example, is in the past and in the present and in the future. If you want to translate whatever verb of the before list, okay? If you want to translate in participle past, this could be sido o estado. That means the finish is in ido, ado, if you want to translate. Sido, ado. Podido, hecho. In this case, it's different. Hecho. Fly is volado, flown in the participle past. So for that reason, if you want to create a sentence in affirmative form in the present perfect, you always have to use the auxiliary have. Remember the have for the third person change is has. In this case, we are going to have a little example, and I'm going to give you the structure for the present simple. In affirmative form, you have to put always first the pronoun or the subject, plus the auxiliary. In this case is have or has. That depends about the pronoun, plus the verb in past participle, plus the complement. One example here is the next. They have learned Korean. Yeah, they is the pronoun. The auxiliary for they is have. The verb in participle past is learned, because the original verb or in infinitive is learn. Yeah, but in participle past is learned with T at the end. And the complement is Korea. If I want to translate this sentence, could be ellos han aprendido coreano. Yeah, if you can see, or like you can look in this sentence, there is not just one time. There are a lot of times. Yeah, they have learned Korean. It was in the past, but also is in the present, and maybe they will learn in the future. Yeah, for that reason, it's a present perfect when you use the auxiliary have. The have is not just a verb, also could be an auxiliary in this case. When you use the verb have like an auxiliary, that means the sentence is in present perfect. Okay, so well, if I want to make a sentence in present perfect but in negative form, you have to put the pronoun or the subject plus the auxiliary have. In this case could be have or has, that depends about the pronoun, plus the negation, in this case is not, plus the verb in past participle, plus the complement. One example for this is she has not learned Korean. She has not learned Korean. Ella no ha aprendido coreano. She has not learned Korean. Ella no ha aprendido coreano. So, well, if you want to make an interrogative, if you want to make a sentence in interrogative form using the present perfect, you have to put first the auxiliary. Remember, the auxiliary could be have or has. That depends about the pronoun. So the auxiliary plus the pronoun plus the verb in past participle plus the complement plus the question signal. Okay, so one example here we have very big. Have they learned Korean? Have they learned Korean? Have they learned Korean? Ellos han aprendido coreano. Ellos han aprendido coreano. Have they learned Korean? So well. Here, you have something for you. When we want to use a short answer or the contraction, when you use the pronoun I, you, we, they, you always have to use have, okay? And the short answer could be, or the contraction, if I use I, could be I've, you've, with, they've. Yeah, for example, if I want to say in English, yo he hablado, I'm going to use I've talked. I've talked. Si yo quiero decir yo he jugado, ¿cómo dirías, Gladys, por ejemplo, yo he jugado? Are you there, Gladys? Or Nasli, how do you say yo he jugado?
I have played.
Very good, but now I have played, but in contraction, how do you say?
I've played.
Very good. I've played. I've played. Now, for example, Nick, how do you say nosotros hemos trabajado? Perdón, ellos han trabajado. Ellos han trabajado. How do you say, Nick? Ellos han trabajado. In English.
We have worked.
Very good, but remember, is they. Ellos han trabajado. Ellos is they. Is not we. They.
Okay, they have worked.
Very good. They have worked. Now, in the short, in the contraction, how do you say with the contraction?
They've worked.
Very good. Very good. One tip for you when you are when you pronunciate the verb have, it's like an F. Yeah. For example, I've, you've, with, they've. Yeah, they've. It's like an F, something like that. Very good. They've worked. Very good. Very good. So well, that's with when the subject is I, you, we, they. But remember, when we talk about the third person, he, she, or it, we have to use has. In this case, could be his, she's, or its. Yeah. So he's worked, he's been, he's learned. She's worked, she's been, she's learned. It's worked, it's been, it's learned. It's worked, excuse me. So that's it. Until here. Hasta aquí. I'm going to left to share my screen. Do you have questions here? No? Is everything clear? Or do you have some question? Any questions? Okay, so well. Entonces, vamos a ponernos, we're going to put in practice our knowledge, okay? So well, right now on your notebook, you are going to watch my screen again. And I give you 4 verbs, yeah? Those verbs are in infinitive. But right now you have to create sentence in present perfect in the 3 form, yeah, affirmative, negative, and interrogative with each one of those verbs, yeah. For example, you have to create one sentence in present perfect with the talk, but in the 3 forms. So in affirmative, using the talk, but in present perfect, in negative and interrogative, okay. And you are going to do the same with the all verbs on your screen. Do you have questions or it's clear the activity? It's clear, everybody? You can have your finger, your thumb finger. Very good, Nasli. So well, at the end, I'm going to ask you and you have to read whatever I want, okay? For example, I'm going to say, Gladys, please tell me your sentence in negative form using the present perfect with the verb work, for example. So she has to do that, ¿ok? O sea, les voy a preguntar o sea, después de terminar esta actividad, les voy a preguntar, ¿no? Por ejemplo, bueno, compárteme la oración en presente perfecto, pero en negativo del verbo talk, por ejemplo. ¿Listo? Y entonces ustedes lo van a hacer. So, you have the screen there, but in this moment, I'm going to write on the chat the structure, okay? The structure. First is the pronoun plus the verb plus the verb. I'm going to write on the chat. And if you have some question, please let me know.
Teacher, tengo una duda.
Señor, dime.
¿La oración es de cualquier tema o nos da como tal el verbo o algo así?
Yo les doy el verbo. I give you the verb. You have 4 verbs. But the topic, you take the topic. So you create the sentence. You can create the sentence like you prefer. O sea, tú creas la oración como tú la consideras, bueno. Pero entonces tienes que hacer, por ejemplo, ahí tienes 4 verbos. Entonces tomas el primer verbo, ¿sí? El verbo está en infinitivo. Tienes que crear una oración en presente perfecto, primero afirmativa, luego negativa y luego interrogativa. Bueno.
O sea que quiere decir que en este momento estamos viendo los verbos, pero yo veo en gris.
I can see the screen, teacher.
Okay. Please give me 1 second. I'm going to stop my screen. And again, I'm going to share. Are you watching the screen? No? And right now? Yeah? Okay. So, well, I can't write. O sea, no puedo escribirles porque si les escribo, amplío una pantalla y se les aparece gris. Entonces, so you have to try to remember the structure. And if you have some question, please let me know. And one thing for everybody, please try to not use the translator maybe. Try to don't use that. Well, guys, you have 3 minutes more, okay? 3 minutes to finish your sentence. Okay, everybody. So just a question for you. Do you need more time or do you finish? Nasli finish. Okay, Nasli finish. Nick, do you need more time or do you finish?
I finish.
Finish.
Okay, everybody finished. So well, I'm going to give. I'm going to tell you what happened after. Okay, we are going to share our contribution, and then we are going to take a little breakfast. Okay, a little break. Breakfast, no, just break. We are going to take a little break, and then back here in 10 minutes.